Okay guys, today I bought this gun and it is called a GAMO Swarm Maxxim. And what's special about it, it's got the 10-shot clip. It's a break barrel with a 10-shot clip. So that's why this is the first spring gun that I bought in 25 years. Basically, you load this magazine up with 10 177 caliber pellets, and then you just break your barrel and it's going to automatically load into your barrel, and then that's how you cock it. So it's a lot easier than putting one pellet in each time. So let me take this inside and we'll go ahead and check this out for real. This has GAMO DNA too, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay guys, this right here is the GAMO Swarm at Pyramid Air. So you can get this anytime you want in either 22 caliber or 177, as you see right here, for $179. Now, when you're using a spring-powered gun, what you want to do is get one of these, and this is from Diana. It's only $59, and this will take 1-inch scopes or 30-inch scopes, and what it does is it takes the recoil away from a spring air gun and allows you to put any scope you want on there instead of having to get a special one made for air guns. So then this will allow you to put your favorite scope on your Maxxim Swarm, so it's an extra 59 bucks. Plus, you know, you can use that on any spring gun that you get. The Beeman R7 is a pretty nice one. So this right here is the GAMO Swarm that I just got. I got the 177 caliber version, so you can get it in 177 caliber or 22. I bought mine at Walmart for $179. So the good news is you can go down to any Walmart and buy this gun, and you can have it right now. If you don't have a Walmart, the other good news is you can order it from Pyramid Air anytime you want to. And this is the most badass picture of this gun. It really shows the fluted barrel right there. Now, this looks more like a muzzle brake, but it says it's got a suppressor system on it, so I really hope it does, because I'm not really supposed to shoot guns here. But if I can shoot this gun and sneak it every once in a while, I might be able to do a little accuracy testing on site here. What makes this gun so special is this right here is where the magazine goes. Basically, you load your magazine up. Yeah, it looks like a pretty tricky magazine. We're going to look at it in person in a second here, but it looks like up here it has an indicator too to tell you when you're out. So this is looking like a really cool rifle. And there's the other side. So yeah, you load 10 shots in here, and then all you got to do is break the barrel on this baby, and you're ready for your next shot. So looking really forward to it. This is 1,300 feet per second in 177 caliber and 975 feet per second in 22 caliber. But that is with super lightweight, like aluminum ammo or something like that. So that's still going to be good velocity when we put some quality lead pellets in it, and we'll check that out too. Okay, this is the box that the GAMO Swarm will come in. It mentions the suppressor system, the gas piston. This is a spring gun, of course, and the gas piston is an IGT piston, so we'll get more into that. 1,300 feet per second using special aluminum platinum ammo or whatever. So what we want to do is slow this down to 950 by using some heavier ammo, and that'll be real easy. 3-year warranty, that's pretty good, so this must be well made. Now here's something that's great about this gun. It has a 2-stage adjustable trigger, and what I just read at Pyramid Air is each stage is independently adjustable, so you can adjust your first stage and your second stage independently. And of course the other cool thing is that it comes with the scope right here. Now on the back of the box you see that you can use this for pest control or recreation. Actually it's rating it for each of those, but it's saying that this has got like 5 stars for pest control and recreation. You know, I would definitely try to use a 22. And then for hunting, it's got 3 stars. It says it delivers accuracy with higher energy downrange for the ultimate impact and penetration, ideal for small game such as rabbits, squirrels, raccoons, and crows. So I would say in 22 caliber or with some heavy pellets. Target competition, it says this offers the ultimate in accuracy and consistent performance, ideal for both training and competitive shooting. So one thing is that this gun right here is going to be great for training of using a real firearm, because you have to use the artillery hold in order to shoot accurately with a spring gun, and it's the same hold that you use on a firearm. So we'll get more into that too. So actually I am going to show you the box because I'm going to be giving you my own opinion on this stuff when we're looking at it, and this is what the manufacturer says. So this has a recoil reducing rail, that rail I just talked about there, your scope rail. It says 99.9 recoil compensation. So we'll look at this. One thing about a spring too is that it always shoots the same. You don't have to worry about regulators or shot strings or anything like that. It's going to shoot exactly the same every time. So now this right here is the trigger system. I'm going to read off. So it says this provides a crisp, clean, and smooth trigger pull, which improves accuracy. Okay, so what do they say about their special spring piston? They say that this is a proven game changer. The ITG, GAMO's patented inert gas technology, delivers steady and consistent power, providing higher accuracy and durability with less vibration. So everything about this gun sounds great as far as accuracy. Okay, the back of the box is also going to have this neat little chart that's called Understanding Your Air Rifle's Noise Reduction Capabilities. It basically mentions that GAMO leads the air rifle industry in sound suppression. And noise reduction does not mean silent. I'm not even going to read it, but I think what they're going to explain to you is that if you break the sound barrier, then you're going to make a crack no matter how big of a suppressor on there. So if you're going to go above 1,000 feet per second, you're going to hear a crack. That's when your pellet breaks the sound barrier. So what you want to do to slow this rifle down and not break the sound barrier is use these pellets right here or another type of heavier than normal pellet. What it'll do is it'll slow your 1,300 foot per second air gun right down to 950, no problem. These are the ones I get, and they're $8.99 at Pyramid Air for 220 of them. And these are 16 grain pellets. A normal 177 caliber pellet is 7 grains, and right here you see some 7 grain pellets next to the ones that I like to shoot, which are 16 grains. So my pellets are twice as heavy. The other reason you don't want to break the sound barrier is because your groups will go from half-inch groups to 6-inch groups. Alright, the other thing you can do to get some real good accuracy out of any air gun, spring or PCP, is using a pellet sizer like this. And this works so good that I say it's almost like cheating. Watch my hat sand sortie video with a synthetic stock, and I sized all my pellets in that video, and it was unbelievable. So that was a little bit hard, but I just shoved that pellet through there, and I just made it exactly 4.5 millimeters. Now you can get these pellet sizers in any size you want, so I don't know how to find the size of your barrel bore, but maybe you guys can leave some comments down below and tell us how. But anyway, if you want to really get technical, you can figure out the size of your pellet bore, and you can order one of these in 4.46, 4.42, 1, anything you want. So I'll try to leave it as a description down there. Okay, so I'm going to show you what these look like now. Okay, do you see those shiny stripes around the pellets right there? It's very visible on that top pellet right there. That's basically what you do to your pellet, is you scrape it down and you pinch the skirt down to be the proper size. And so I just started with a 4.5 millimeter one on that, on my 177, and it's been working great so far. If you don't know what size to order, just order a 4.5, and no matter what pellet the size ends up being, loose or tight in your barrel, it's still going to be really consistent, and so you're going to get better grapes no matter what. Okay, if you want one of these, just check out Raven Tactical. Alright, I like it already. Okay, there's what it looks like in the box. It comes in a bag and got some instructions and everything. And that's your scope that you get. This is all the stuff that it comes with. And let me just show you here. It comes with a packing control number. My number is 26. That would make a really good target right there as well. Here's your magazine right here. Allen wrench goes to something, probably your special mount that you got there. We got a big instruction booklet right here. And a really glossy. This is all about your scope mount and setting your scope and the insulation of your scope and probably how it works. So we'll just figure that out as we go here. Now, it looks like this is a cool scope, and I know I'm just judging a book by its cover, but I like the box already. It's a 3x9x40, which is perfect for air guns. Looks like the parallax setting, or its most clear view, is going to be at 25 yards. That doesn't mean it won't work everywhere else. 3x9 magnification. It says this is specially designed for air rifles. So that's the manufacturer number and a little bit of the reticle if you want to look up how much this costs by itself. You also get this warning thing, and this looks like a warranty registration card. This does come with a 3-year warranty on this bad boy. Okay, here's that magazine in person. I guess they gave me a blue one, so I kind of like that better than red anyway. So there it is. We'll figure out how to put that in. Alright, this right here is the Whisper Quiet suppression technologies right there. And, you know, it could have some baffles right here, too. This is a shroud that goes over the 19.9-inch barrel. Let's just call it 20. So, of course, it looks like a fluted barrel. It's actually a composite shroud over it. So, the barrel kind of tapers down at the end. And right here we got, looks like a serial number. This one says 177 caliber. And right here is where you load your magazine from the top right there. And we got a mag release button right there. It does say GAMO Swarm right there in really shiny gold letters. And this right here is a warning that beware of a pellet remaining in the breech, which is basically saying, you know, before you pick this up and cock it, make sure there's not a pellet in there so you don't double load it. It also says read the owner's manual. That's always good. Now, this was supposed to be a recoil reducing mount, but I'm not seeing anything real springy, so if you really wanted to get serious about target shooting with this gun, you probably want to order that Diana mount like I mentioned. So this is kind of narrow. It was lightweight. When I pulled it out of the box, I noticed that it's 5.64 pounds, and boy, it feels really nice. It looks really nice. Obviously, this is a composite polymer, plastic kind of stock or something, probably polymer, but you know, it feels really solid and it feels really nice. I mean, this is lighter than your normal gun, but it does weigh 6 pounds, so it's not super light. Now, one of the cool things about this is the trigger, and here's a close-up of the trigger. Of course, this is still polymer right here, but this is metal, and you probably flip that forward when you're ready to get your safety off. And so this trigger is adjustable at 2 different stages, and you have to read your owner's manual to find out how exactly to do that. It's going to come set on your gun at 3.1 pounds. So going back down here, it's got the, you know, checkering right here. Checkering right here, that feels really good. Feels real grippy. This does feel really good in my hands. I like this gun already. And of course we got some snazzy stuff down here at the end with the red. And this recoil pad, it said on the stats, was supposed to reduce the recoil by 74%. I would say between your spongy butt pad and your loose artillery hold, you might be able to get some really good accuracy out of this real easily. But first, let me read off some of those stats. So, like I said before, this is rated at 1,300 feet per second, but we're going to slow it down to 900 with some heavier 177 caliber ammo. Or if you got the 22 version, you would be shooting 975 feet per second. It's got a 30-pound cocking effort, so when you go to cock it, it's going to be about 30 pounds of effort. The rail is the scope rail is 11 millimeter, and it's good that it has a little bit of a riser mount on there because you usually need either tall rings or a riser mount. The manual safety, it's got a manual safety, which I was kind of surprised. I would think that if you were cocking that and getting a pellet in there, you might want to have an automatic safety, but that's fine. Now, this is only 3 on the loudness scale, so that's good. I might actually be able to get away with shooting it here in my backyard. Another thing that I'm seeing about the ITG spring piston system that has in this gun is that it has a smoother cocking over other systems, cocking systems. And it's supposed to be smoother shooting with less vibration. That's always good. No spring torque, whatever that means. Oh, okay, yeah, what no spring torque means is that you can cock this and you can leave it cocked for like a year and a half, and it's not going to fatigue the spring at all, which is not a normal thing. That's something that they did as an upgrade. Functions perfectly in cold weather. That's a plus for some of you. And their ITG spring piston lasts longer than a metal spring. So it must be made of some besides metal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open the scope up. I'm not really sure how this reduces recoil, felt recoil, but I am 100% sure that this scope is going to be rated for a spring gun, and it's going to be just great and just fine on this gun right here. So, yeah, it looks like it's a 1-inch scope. Comes with some scope covers right there. Got some snazzy instructions. So this is a 40 millimeter, 30 by 9, power adjustable, and it's adjusted to be really clear at 25 yards. That's the parallax of it anyway, which is, don't even need to get into that. So right here looks like it has a really nice scope rings. That's like one piece, and then it also raises your scope up a little bit. So that on top of this rail that they got back there, you're going to have a really nice side picture that's up where you need it. Yeah, this is all gnarled and everything. This part looks really cool. This is metal, all complete metal, of course, and this is where you adjust it. So yeah, this is great. I'm going to put this on and get my eye relief just right. This scope also comes with a cleaning thing right there and an Allen wrench, so you don't even need any tools to get this going here. Okay, I do want to make sure I got all the stats on this for you. This is a 13.5 inch long scope right here. The eye relief is 3.5 inches. It weighs 21 ounces. So I know that some of the lighter Hawkeye scopes that I use weigh about 16 ounces. So, and then the more expensive Hawkeye scopes that I use weigh 21 ounces. So basically this is on the heavier side, but it doesn't mean it's heavy. This is fog proof, shock proof, and waterproof. It says that the field of view is 40 foot to 12 foot, 1-inch tube, 40 millimeter objective lens. Okay, there's these little holes right here on the top there, and this little notch right here wants to go in that hole. So you won't really be able to adjust your scope like way back and forth, but this should be just fine. Actually, you could put it on like this, no problem, and that's probably what I'll do, because I like my scopes to be way back. And it turns out that's not an Allen wrench, it's actually a little star wrench. Okay, I got that on there really good, and it's looking good right there. One thing I wanted to tell you, though, is that be careful not to tighten your scope ring, nuts, or bolts, or whatever these are, too tight, because I had to learn that the hard way with scopes, on even if this was like a $1,500 gun. You just barely snug them up and then give them a little teeny bit more of a turn, or else they're going to strip right out. And they're designed to be that way. They're designed to just be snugged up, and they're going to hold their zero and just right. You don't have to sit there and crank it as hard as you can. So be careful when you're putting those on. So now let's figure out how to load this magazine. So we can see that the indicator right there telling you that you're out. Okay, so it looks like I just drop them in this hole and then turn the wheel in the direction. I'm turning it with my finger right here in the direction that it says. So let's see if hopefully my special pellets fit. Okay, that's good so far, so good. Okay, now I'll just turn that with my finger, drop another one in there. It just kind of falls in there a little bit loose. Turn it again. Actually, every time I load a pellet, it looks like it can't go past where the pellet's at, so this is clicking along as I go. I'm going to just finish loading these pellets up. Okay, I put my last pellet in there, and my indicator says 10 on it, so it looks like I got 10 shots ready to go in this thing. And basically how it works is you just twist it by doing the things on the side with your fingers, and then as you drop a pellet in, it just holds it in its position, and you just do that till it's all the way done, and you'll have 10 ready to go. I suppose you could probably load 5 in here, and you say 5 on there, so that's cool too. Now, I'm guessing that we're just going to turn this like this and shove this in the top. Let's see. Okay, that was super awesome. Let's just check this out here. So, I basically... Oh, that's really cool too. So, when you press the mag release out, it actually makes a click. So, to shove my mag in there, I just make sure my pellet's going the right way. Oh, yeah, I couldn't be any simpler than that. And then to get it out, wow, it gives it a nice positive click, and you pull that baby out. So, the other way you can remember is that this circle thing goes in the front facing forward, and then this flat end goes back. So that's pretty cool. So far, just from handling this gun, I like it. Okay, it's all solid and put together good. This isn't plasticky at all. It's hard polymer. This stock feels really super good. Of course, I'm super impressed and excited about that trigger. I don't know if I'm smart enough to figure out how to adjust it, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's a great looking gun. It's got this really snazzy back here, and here's that butt pad they've been talking about on the Airgun channel. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, this is weird. So, yeah, these come out if you want to make it a little even recoil or less more. So, anyway, this right here is the bottom right there. And like I say, this is a nice slim, streamlined weapon. It's lightweight. So, if this thing shoots halfway decent, this might be one of my new favorite toys right there. We'll see. The other thing I want to mention real fast is that when I put the scope on here, I just looked through it, and the crosshairs are 100% perfectly straight up and down, and that's something that I always have a hard time getting exactly right. So that's another plus about this gun, is you can just throw this on and your crosshairs are ready to rock and roll. So now it's time to go shoot it.